Hey Pisces, hope you're well. My name is Catherine. Welcome to the channel. Hi everybody. We're going to look into March. I'm going to start right away with a makeshift card it's a new deck I made not even a few weeks ago. And I've been making a deck every year for the last 3 years. So this is, it's a ritual. You get yield. Okay. So there's something that you need to yield. Could be anything, right? Let's look at the tarot and see what it is that you're yielding on. Actually, there's a mini pile that turned. I'm gonna take it. I was gonna put it back because it came in as like really a mini pack. And like it came in like very, you could see the cards hadn't moved, but anyways. Four of Pentacles, Empress in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords in reverse. I'm noticing right away the two fours, right? The two fours here that are squeezing in the two major arcanas. So I want to show you. So the way the cards are, the two minors, the two fours are upright, the two majors are reversed. This is incredible. This is like the yielding energy because first of all, it bookmarks. Like I said, it was squeezing the major arcanas. It bookmarked them. It bookmarks them. And it's like two cards of, this is like closing down or closing off. This is isolating yourself, taking some time off, taking a break. Both cards are cards of being isolated or alone. It feels, this feels like ice, because it's like, it feels like a big block of ice. So it's like freezing, it's like a Polaroid, right? Like taking a picture and like it freezes, it's a still. And so that's why it feels like ice, like something is being like really just frozen there, like stopped in time, like literally. And we obviously see that on the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's no movement, but it's funny that this wheel here is there. So it's like making sure you grab it and you hold it and you make sure it doesn't move. It's like a very, very conscious action that requires effort on your part to hold it tightly enough so that it doesn't spin. Whatever growth we see on the Empress is being stunned by, I want to say like being in a, this is someone like, kind of defeating death here because they're not dead, but they are lying down on what should have been or will be eventually their coffin one day. So they know they've defeated death. They're not dead. but they're contemplating the fact that what it means to be either idle, inactive, or to have narrowly escaped death, or to what it feels like to be immobile. But you're also yielding on this, Pisces. You're yielding on basically everything that would have been like this energy of upright, right? The power that can be felt here on being this amazing empress with the wind in your wings, moving forward with confidence and grace. All of that is being stunned. It's being stunned. It's like you're really putting you're stopping the wheel. You've stopped it on purpose. So you've stopped it from spinning. This was like that, I think. The Empress came first. You've stopped the abundance and the growth completely. And now you're just like lying down. And you're alone because you've yielded. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. It's like you yielded on purpose to alleviate anxiety. What's really surprising is how could being an empress, a fortunate one at that, how could that be stressful? Or why would you have perceived that as nightmarish and chosen to pass on it, stop it, ignore it, or at least retreat from it, close off from it? That's a really strange thing, Pisces. Why would you do that? Fool in reverse with the Hermit. You just didn't want to take that leap of faith, and you chose the long way home. You chose the lonely route. There's also the dichotomy of age, not feeling so young anymore, feeling much more or too old for this. It has to do with something very concrete. Very concrete. Like it could pertain to the body, right? Because we have cards as so Venus for the body, Virgo energy, the Fool is youth, but mainly the Empress and the Hermits. I'm gonna keep pulling. I want to see What are your other motivations for yielding besides feeling too old for this, not wanting to take a leap of faith towards, you know, something very abundant and that could have been like life-changing with the Wheel of Fortune? Let's see. Oh, Two of Cups in reverse with the Page of Cups. That's what it is. It's all about love. It's tangible, but it's because it speaks of a relationship, a love relationship. So it does pertain to how you feel about yourself, especially here in terms of your age. That's for sure. But you felt unloved. Or you felt like you didn't have the right love to be bringing it to someone. Which I'm gonna have to interject here my own opinion about that. You know, that's, I guess there's no wrong love. I mean, you feel that maybe you didn't have what it took. But I just want to say that maybe that's wrong to think this way. Just because you bring what you bring, and it could not be what the other person needs and vice versa, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong ultimately. So you could also yield, so meaning you are disconnecting so that maybe someone else has a chance at love with the same person. What's fascinating is the fact that it relieves your stress. So I'm really keen on finding out. Okay, I'm gonna keep those. They kind of turned, they kind of wanted to come back, but I saw the bottom one, so I'm gonna take the two. Now we have the Knight of Cups with the Six of Wands in reverse. I was pulling that about your anxiety. It feels contradictory. I'm going to show you because I'm trying to figure out why it alleviated your stress. And I was glad to see the Knight of Cups. It feels like you might want to take your love somewhere else, or feel that you might have more chances with someone else in general. But then the Six of Wands came up in reverse. So first of all, what's funny is the fact that it's like upside down pictures, right? It's like the knights, now they face each other, the two horses, the two knights, but they're like, his head is here, his head is here. You know, it's like a crisscross image like this. It makes me think that it doesn't fully relieve your anxiety because of that, because you don't feel like, even if you wanted to offer your love elsewhere, you're still facing some kind of okay, the way it feels, it's like a boomerang. That's why it's funny, because it's like this energy wants to go out, but it feels like it comes back. You know what I mean? Like it's like a boomerang energy, this one. That is so strange. So it's like trying to cast your love out only for it to come back. But it comes back not in the form that you expected it. It comes back differently. And I'm not going to say that it comes back in a negative form, because the shape that this is creating now is enabling me to use the boomerang as the energy that is moving here, and to describe that to you, because that's what's really going on. So don't see what comes back, even if it comes back in a different form. Don't assume that it's negative. It's just different. But it comes back. Which is an echo of, you know, the wheel always, if it's down, it comes up, and vice versa, constantly. Almost like saying, like, the love that you gave, that maybe you have to, or that you had to yield on, or yield your place for someone else. None of it is wasted, right? This love that you put out there will come back at some point, another time, through someone else. And we see it here. I guess it's the same energy than this one. Same idea. It's like it didn't work, but you will still get some love being re-injected. Not from the same source, though. I am going to pull an oracle, well, a makeshift card on what I'm calling now the boomerang energy. I'm curious, because yeah, it makes sense. Maybe you are comforted in, maybe what alleviates your stress about having yielded your place is your belief in the fact, or your faith in the fact that it's not wasted, that it'll come back in a different form. You know, it's almost the same here. You know, it's like whatever was given out here, no matter in which order, it's like you can see it's opposites. It's young, old. It's offering love, not offering love. Same thing here. It's like being successful in love, being not successful, or you know what I mean. That those are not the words that are, at least here, about being successful. I'm not really wanting to use those words, but just to show you that these 3 sets of 2 cards have always been like opposites. So it speaks of the same thing. So let's see how it comes back to you. Oh, they almost came out, but they went right back in. Same for these. Let's look at what comes for you, I guess, for having yielded, you know, like almost like a, what's your consolation prize? They didn't come out. There are some cards that kind of want to come out, but they're not coming out, so I have to respect that. Please show Pisces What's coming for them? A jolt. I'm sorry, I have to laugh because it's like saying you're gonna get an electrical shock, but in a good way, right? It's like when I wrote this word, I thought of you know, being energized instantaneously, like a big dose of energy being like almost like being um, struck by thunder, or you know, it's a jolt, like being surprised. So in this case, I don't feel it pertains to anything negative. I feel it's the hypercharge, so something with a lot of energy, something that is very sudden, electric, electrifying, something that, you know, stimulates you. That was funny. So let's pull a trinket on that, on Jolt. Let's look at the future, right? A tiger. Okay, so maybe someone's gonna pounce on you. Like it's a jolt, right? They jump on you quickly. They surprise you. Really, truly, the silver lining of this reading is the fact that it's like there's okay, so for me, I think the most powerful thing here is the fact that you're consciously yielding, for one. So consciously posing the action, or doing the action, right? Not just like thinking about it, you are doing it. And you're also conscious of why you're doing it. So, and knowing that whatever love you had will come back in a different form at a different time. But that's the most beautiful part of the reading, for me at least, for you Pisces, so that you know just how can I say for you? I find it okay, I'm not sure of the word I want to use. I have a few that I am not saying because they don't feel right. Okay, the words that I've been getting are like, I feel it's wise, I feel commendable, it's commendable on your part and all of that, but it feels, to say these things feels, it makes me think that I'm sort of just feeding you compliments, and it's really not what I'm trying to do here. So it doesn't feel right to say it in this particular way. But what I'm really trying to tell you, you do have a lot of merit to have such an awareness and to have this kind of sensitivity to your surroundings, and to be able to have, I guess, maybe the courage to pose these acts, you know, to actually do it. It feels mature, it feels wise, it feels commendable. That's why I had these words, but I don't want to be flattering you because it's really just an acknowledgement on my part more than anything. Anyways, I'm not sure how I'm going to call this reading because there's more than one highlight for me. The boomerang effect being one, the surprise you'll get, and the quality of your awareness. All three very important things in this reading. Hopefully you'll agree with me, and maybe that's something that you've gone through recently or that you feel might happen soon. So you can let me know in the comments. You can share. I'd love to hear from you. You can like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye, Pisces.